How do we do that? If we're not following up on those contracts, $6 million contract, mom and pop stores are going to close tomorrow. They don't care. So we need to emphasize to these the contractors that they should be buying here, local, at home in Calexico. That's what I want to see.
I agree with you to a certain degree. I mean, once you award a contract, you just give a contract to the company, and you don't have any control unless you put it in the contract. Then everything that should be buying in Calexico. But at this point in time, I never seen that item be put on the contract. And let me explain something to you. Okay, we don't like change orders either. Okay, but to put this type of project on a big scale, okay, it took us about 7 years to put this project together. Okay, and this project has to be approved by the State of California Department of Drinking Water. Okay, you take it to them and they approve it. And once we start construction and we start seeing that the laws are changing, so we need to change too. We don't like to do change orders. But what can we do? We cannot stop in the middle of the game. We have to keep going.
So when the project is completed and law changes, what do?
No. It's approved by the state, okay? They have rules and regulations we have to go by.
So right now,
once we start construction, we tell the company, this is the way we want it. And then the law change.
Okay, Victor, I understand 100%. So what you're saying right now is so far we had about 6 or 7 change orders. All these change of orders are because a change in law. Can you support that?
Not 100%. But most of the changes that we made.
Can you support at least 2 of those changes? Those changes are because changing in the law. Can you support that in document?
You have that in your information package. It's just related to chlorine and ammonia to supply to the tank.
Those laws have been there for.
When we send the water to the tank, okay, we're gonna have some type of chemical in there, chlorine and ammonia, okay. But once we have the water in the tank, we have to be sure that the water we deliver to the customer has the right amount of chemical. And that's all the things that you have in there is related to chlorine and ammonia. That's it.
Well, I don't know about my colleague, but I don't think we should go for so many change of orders. This is over 10% in one project. You can't admit that it was not planned right. I mean, we need to make plans. This is why you make plans before you send a project to work. Before you have a project, you make the plans, and those are the plans, and this is how much money you're going to spend. Any changes, I don't know, might be 50-50 on the developer, or might be, all this needs to be in the language of the bidding process and the contract when we award it.
But Mr. Rosa, you have to understand that I don't have any control over the EPA or the state of California. Those laws, I change it every day.
Please, do you have any comments? Yes. First of all, I'm concerned about the 5%. Most of the contracts, usually 15-20% contingency. So this guy's a problem. Now, this project, like Victor said, was designed back in 2000. So designed back in 2000, we went out to bid back then, and we didn't have the money. It came out like 6-7 million. We only had 3 million. This is phase 3 out of NetBank. There was an agreement with NetBank. We had a $6 million grant, which we did improvements on the water plant. We finally got the money to phase 3, which is the tank. And yes, we're not happy with this change order, but through the process, it was recommended to remove the chlorine tank before it was awarded. So afterwards, like Victor says, the code changed, the California Code Health Department. So then we decided to add the chlorination. With the chlorination, we had to add, hopefully this will be the last. This is the 5th change order. See, we have 2 big projects. You have to understand we have the raw water. That's why we've been making changes. Raw water, we had 7 changes on the raw water. And on this one, we in the 5th. Hopefully it will be the last.
Okay, hopefully it will be the last one, and also emphasize with these contractors that they need to purchase here in Calexico.
Ma'am, I believe they do buy the small stuff, but when you're talking industrial, we don't have industrial suppliers.
Okay, thank you. I hope you got the message.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a question. Mr. Nostra, understanding the process that you guys go through, you get a project awarded and it goes forward.
Yes.
When changes are made by the state, they may have to adjust to those changes.
Yes.
If the project has already been completed and it's already operating, do you have to comply with those changes?
It's like a grandfather. It's already complete operation. Not until you go back or they renew the permit. They renew the permit, they go in, they review your treatment plan, and then they'll recommend. If you
Recommend it, that's not a requirement.
Oh, no, they make you.
When are we going to complete it?
Pardon me?
When are we going to complete it?
We should have it, in 2 months?
Invite us to the
No,
garden.
we're gonna have the, ribbon cutting,
No bottled water either. Invite us to the garden opening, because I want to see where the tax money goes, $6.2 million.
Mr. Don, I'm gonna pick you up tomorrow and I'll show you the project.
Thank you.
So both projects.
Yeah, that's all right. I got lost track.
You were talking about the process. You wanted to understand the process of the bidding, the award.
Okay, no, I guess this one was to Jennifer. Is there any language anywhere, as far as obviously legal language, where once the state or somebody approves a certain project, and when everything is presented and it meets all the guidelines of that year, there isn't no way that rules can be maintained. Once a project has been approved, either by the city or by the state, that it just continues to be governed only by those rules.
I have to look at this particular, the laws regarding, water treatment and water provision and that type of thing.
I
have a
guess more
feeling
so as a general issue, it's not so much just for the water.
well, even like with us, if we approve a development project and then they don't develop for a certain number of years and they've got all the approved plans, but they come back to us and it's past a certain length of time, we can put new requirements on them. So I have a feeling the state is the same way.
Well, I mean, you said right now, they don't complete it by a certain time period. Then maybe there is a stipulation of some sort that if it takes you 3 or 4 years to complete it, even though the law changes, you can still go forward with it.
Right.
If you choose to complete it.
We need to change the language in the bidding process, because what's end up here also, and, don't forget, you have 3 bids. You have one for $6 million, one for 6.5, and one for 7. And the city required to go with the lowest bid, which end up the highest bid. And that's my concern. It started low, and now it became more than the higher.
Yeah, it's not a good history.
Thank you.
I move to approve.
So, second.
I have a first and second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed unanimously. Moving on to business items. Item number 12, approving letter of intent to enter into a memorandum of understanding with the Calexico Firefighters Association.
Mr. Mayor, I do have an update on this. We were informed that the Firefighters Association approved the letter of intent last Friday, and we got a fax today that they approved it. There's only one change to the document as it appears as part of the agenda packet. It's actually on the first page of the letter of intent. Under number 3, they want one change on a word, and it's the last sentence in number 3. It says, right now it says if all city employees are subject to a lesser amount of mandatory work furloughs and the employees agree to that lesser amount, they wanted to say if any city employees are subject to a lesser amount of work furlough, then they would agree to the lesser amount of work furlough. The negotiating team is recommending that the council approve the letter of intent with that one change.
We are moving hand in hand with our association.
So moved.
I have a second. First and second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed unanimously. Touching on the firefighters, I would like to. Item 13, status of Rodriguez baseball field. This item seems to come up every certain amount of months. If we can talk about this again. Rodriguez baseball field.
Okay, yeah, I have a bit of concern, and I think that we can resolve this matter in a matter of